Yo gamers, welcome to my second heist guide. This is for the Asuran Arsenal. You can do this at 108 Thieving and the saves inside are thievable at level 114. Definitely recommend that. It's already worth doing before, but the saves will make it 100 times easier. About how will you get here, you can use Slayer teleport to Laniakea. If you have 99 Slayer, you can get the 99 Slayer cape. And then it will be right behind her, down these stairs. Other options are, if you have 113 archaeology, you'll have to activate this portal. It's not unlocked once you have the level. But you got the teleport system within Anachronia for the archaeology dig site, which is over here. So once you unlock this Xolo City, this will bring you to the foot of Laniakea's pyramid. As you can see, she is right over there. And the last option is the Raksha boss portal. Which you might unlock with like a daily challenge, or yeah, maybe you just have to run over there. There we go. Then let's go over the inventory. Legendary 5-finger discount aura increases your pickpocket rates everywhere. So it's really good. Then we have the Master Camouflage outfit, also increase your pickpocket rates. Support cape, the 99 agility cape will allow you to never fail on agility obstacles. There is some obstacles you can take damage from them, sorry. If you wear this cape, you no longer take damage. And the 120 Thieving cape gives you a 30% reduction in the loot you lose whenever you take damage. Both of them can be put in a support cape. Keep in mind, if your 120 Thieving cape was already in the support cape before the update launched, you'll have to re-add it. For the ring slot, either a Luck of the Dwarves or Ring of the Tur. Ring of the Tur will once again increase your thieving success rate by 5%. Don't forget to equip your Luck of the Dwarves before you leave though. On your tool belt you can have the Master Thieves Lockpick. This will make opening doors and chests 7% quicker. It costs 25 pilfer points in the Thieves Guild, mainly obtained by safe cracking. You can also bring a regular lockpick, this will be 3%. But it only costs like a K or something, so it's definitely worth it. You also want to bring a stethoscope, either in your inventory or as the Master Thief's stethoscope. They have the same stats, but they open the safes a lot quicker, so you definitely want to bring this. For my inventory, you can see I have the Luck of the Dwarves that I talked about earlier, that I'll equip with the last loot. I have the Slayer cape, because it's a quick teleport. I don't have the Master Stethoscope, so I have a regular one. And I have Excalibur with me, which I wield because it has the mobility perk, which helps all my mobility cooldowns. You definitely want to unlock Search and Dive, and otherwise Bladed Dive. That is great, and Double Search will help you as well. You can also see the stethoscope, because I don't have the Master Stethoscope. I personally don't use familiars, but there are some really good familiars that you can use. The first one is the Magpie. Let's see if I can find it. There we go, the Magpie gives you an invisible 3-level thieving boost, so that makes your thieving success rate slightly higher. And the Scroll gives you a 2 visible boost, meaning you can unlock stuff 2 levels higher. So if you're 2 levels away from cracking the safes, which is once again level 114, so if you're 112, you can start opening them with a Magpie, giving you a total of a +5 boost and the safe, so it's really good. Abyssal Lurker gives you a +3 active boost when you use a Scroll. So if you're 111 and you want to unlock the safes, bring the Abyssal Lurker. But the passive bonus doesn't affect thieving at all, so that's where the Magpie would be better. Other options would be Beast of Burdens like the War Tortoise or the Packyak. However, if you take so much damage that you need a Beast of Burden for food, it's probably not worth doing. And we have a Bunyip, gives you passive healing. It's kind of like the Excalibur, but then a lot weaker. You also later got the Unicorn, here you go. But that costs scrolls, but the healing is higher. As I said, mobility abilities are great, and well, basically, we're gonna go in. It's gonna be a bit more of a basic guide. If you want like a more high-tech, definitely recommend the RS Guys video. I picked some mobility from that video as well. but I only picked the ones that are like really easy to do even for new players. So let's go in and I'll give you an overview. We start in free cam as always. You can see a big room. This is a guard. If you come in a circle and you're in there for too long, he'll catch you, remove some loot and place you back to the start of the section. And we have 2 rooms. Basically the goal for this first section is get through this barrier, unlock this barrier because they need to be blue to be passable, and move on to section 2. First of all, we have a door here. Let me hide everything. A door here, picklock it, go through. 2 chests. There's sort of a code tablet, sort of a key essentially, that you need, and it's guaranteed to be in any of the chests in this area. After that, activate the levers. This will disable the Guardian, and you need to go through the barrier before he's back. So you can just search and bladed dive across this, or we'll do like a fancy search here. That is really easy to do. Then you'll go up to this section. There will be a lightning wall, but as you can see in the middle there's nothing. So this middle tile is always safe. You got another door to picklock. If the wall comes by, step 1 tile back. In this room, another chest. As I said, code tablet is guaranteed to be in one of these 3 chests. And after farming that chest, we will go to the code tablet, and we go back, do a fancy search. That is not too difficult, but you can also just search and walk out and go through the barrier. Alright, let's get it started. I'll use my mobility because it saves time and zooming is efficient or something. The door is open, so we'll grab the chests. There we go, we got the tablet on the first chest, that's lucky. And then we'll line ourselves up for an easy search. As I said, you can also just search bladed dive down the stairs. You'll have plenty of time. This is just a relatively easy one and it looks fancy, so there you go. We go through the door. We want to be 1 tile diagonally off this stone, step diagonally against it, search, and you're right in front of the barrier. Middle tile is safe, as you can see it comes. Doesn't matter, doesn't affect me. And we unlock the door. Guardian is back, but we're already high and dry. I step in the middle not to get hit by the wall. Once again, if you look from the side you can't see it, but the middle is empty. Go through the door before we get hit. And then we'll open the chest. And then we'll activate the Dragonkin pylon. As you can see, you cycle, small beep, blah blah, door goes blue. We'll do a slightly fancy one here. I step 1 tile diagonal, and then I search. There we go. You can also just search bladed dive, but you need some mobility here. But mine will be of cooldown regardless, because we'll go in free camp for a second for the second section. There we go. We'll start with grabbing... I pressed the wrong buttons. I'm used to Minecraft creative mode with space going up. First we'll search through this chest, because if you search or bladed dive through this fire, it doesn't do anything. As long as the tile you end up is safe. Grab the chest, we go back. Empty our hands, because you need your hands free. Grab the tablet, you are forced to walk now. And then we'll wait in front of this fire. The fire will go off 5 times. And the tile in the middle is safe. So we count 5, walk to the middle, step to this tile, count to 5. And when the 5th fire is out, we immediately walk to this tile. Or this tile, doesn't really matter. Because as you can see, then we have the cannon section. And we constantly have the middle stuff is safe. And then you have a tile in the middle where the dragon cannon will shoot. So after this first one, we'll immediately walk to here. Then we'll wait, fireball passes, we move here. Fireball passes, move here. Here I would check what the Guardian is doing. The Guardian has the same pattern every single time. He will check this area. Then he'll be gone for a second. Then he'll check this area. He'll be gone for a second and he'll check this area. And then he repeats. So when you're here, like, give a quick check. If he's here and he's about to disappear, that means he's gonna land in your face. What you can do is not check it here. You can also walk to this tile. because it's a square game and it's a circle, so for some reason this tile is not in its radius, so you'll be safe. After that, there will be a save here, but we'll leave that till the end. There is a cannon here, you could count, but this entire area is just open, so you can just walk past them, so it doesn't really matter. Then we walk up to this tile. Then we wait for this bottom fireball to pass us, so that we can safely walk to here, hide behind these flasks. As you can see, the top two fireballs are blocked by this, so you're safe here. And there's a little nuke you can go in here, and as you can see, this row is safe. There's some fancy stuff you can do with clicking and walking, like sort of passing through the fireballs, but we'll take it easy. You'll stand here, wait for the third fireball to pass you, and then you walk straight here. Then you follow this line until here. Then you wait for the first fireball to pass you again. And then you walk through. And then over here, you can place your tome. This will unlock the barrier and you can move through. We can go through this crevasse, open a chest, picklock the door. I would recommend you to dive or bladed dive immediately to this corner, immediately to safety. And ideally, of course, check if the Spectre is like here and he disappears. That means he's gonna come land in your face, so watch out for that. And then we have two saves. I like to grab these both. Some people skip one of the two. But just check where he is. If he's checking here, you take this save first. If he's checking here, you can safely run through and grab this save and vice versa. And then we'll go through the barrier and we continue. So here we go. I'm in front of the cannon. Doesn't matter because I can dive, so we're absolutely safe. You either want to dive or search to this tile, because then you don't have to count. It's just really easy. And then you can escape or dive back, depending on your cooldowns. With a mobility cooldown like Shadow Grace or Mobility, both will be off cooldown, so it doesn't even matter. You can pick whatever you want. Then we grab the tablet, walk to the tile in front of the cannon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can go through. 3, 4, 5, and we can go through. You can wait until this starts over to be absolutely safe, but I like to kind of do it up tempo. But yeah, take the time you need. And then I'll show you that this tile is safe. There you go. Absolutely safe. We're in the middle of the circle, but he can't see us. So, you know, whatever. So if you don't want to wait one tile there, you can walk one tile forward. And then we just move on to the cannon section. Once again, I'm pretty sure this tile is safe. Let's see. Is it? It is, yeah, cool. And then we wait for the cannonballs to pass us. We walk to the safe tile once again. As you can see, the cannons just pass us by. We wait for it to pass us again. And then we move down. It is pretty tight, but you can move a little earlier, you can move a little later. As you can see, like oh, I'll go back. It doesn't completely line up. I waited for this one to pass me, and then we just safely go to the other side. Put the tablet in here. A lot of people will opt, like in the RS guy video, you'll see a very fancy search. Search bladed dive from here until the barrier. That is really fast. I've started to do that as well. But this is a beginner guide, so I'll just show you it, the easier route. So I'll grab this chest, picklock the door. You can go through and stand in this position if he's here. You can also just wait until he's gone, that's up to you. But that means he is here now. So if he's about to disappear, he's not, so I will quickly run through and grab this save. And as with all the saves, if they turn blue, click them and you'll instantly break one of the 4 locks. And if you do that and you have a stethoscope, you'll go through them really quick. The circles of these guys are surgible. They're not that big, so you can just pass them. Same as in Hereditous Vault. I like to grab this one. You have to kind of click blue to outspeed him here, if this is like how it lines up. But that is no problem at all. And then we move on, because he would spawn there after this location. Now we get into the next section. This can be a bit confusing, because there's a lot of different paths that you can take. But I'll show you a quick route. The most important thing is getting the barrier down, and then you just check your points how many you need. So first we go into this room. Oh, it works, it's freaking lovely. What you will see is, if I can find it, there we go. There's a laser coming through the room, and it will, like, in every section will blast down. It is a very specific tile where it hits. So this one, for example, right in front of the door, if you just hug the wall, it will never hit you. And there, it also conveniently hits in front of everything, like in front of this chest, in front of the lock. In these two rooms, by the way, that one as well, you have to activate this. This is the lock, and if you activate them both, the barrier goes blue. So we just grab all the chests and safes in this room, activate the lock, and we go to the next room. Pom pom pom. Let's see, there we go, beautiful. Can I go up a little bit? Yes, sir, beautiful. On the right, crevasse, safe. If you can open safes, there we go. Then we have a chest here. Then we'll do a fancy search, which is really easy to line up. And that means you can just ignore these cannons, don't even have to count. This area is safe, so you'll walk here, hug the wall up to this point, dive here. So hug this wall, dive here, and then you don't even need to count this. Another save, another lock. After that, we'll go through this crevasse, however you want to say it. Grab the chest, climb the wall. This is a very easy cannon to avoid, honestly. You'll end up on this tile, and he shoots the middle tile. So you sit here, wait for the ball to fly by, go here, wait for the ball to fly by, go up. Climb the ledge again. If you need the points, I have to go from a little distance. You'll end up here, which is the safe spot in the cannons conveniently. You'll just blade a dive, because otherwise it's hard to position. Or dive to the safe, open the safe. Then you wait for dive to come off cooldown. If you have a mobility haver like Shadows, Grace, or mobility, it should be off cooldown. Then you just check this cannon. If it turns off, you blade a dive, or you count to 5, you blade a dive to this tile, immediately run over the bridge. Agility obstacle here. There is a chest here. And there is a safe here behind this wall as well. You can picklock the door and go through. Most likely you only need this chest if you didn't get hit so far. If you need it, you can grab it. There's more chests as well. You can kind of pick your poison there. Then you'll climb down this wall. And this agility obstacle, and you should be fine to continue. If not, you can picklock this door and go to this area. And then you can walk up to this safe tile. You can blade a dive to this tile that's also safe, and there's a little chest. Once you've done the chest, you can once again walk to this tile and dive to this tile, and you're absolutely safe. And that is also immediately all the chests in this room. But you should not need them. So we'll go into this room. I can't see the lightning because I have high roof tiles, but I'll hug the wall and it can never hit me, because it's specifically this tile it hits. I'll start picklocking. And I keep an eye out where the lightning ball is. There you go. I like to move back a little earlier, because it will strike me. You only actually have to move one tile. I accidentally ran 2. And when the chest is done, you go. Since it's very specific tiles, you can just hug this wall, you're always safe. And then we open the safe. A. And then one tile, and we're safe. And you go back. And you basically do this for all the chests and safes and everything in the room. Activate the conduit, aka the lock. Also, don't forget, if you have a mobility weapon, that you re-equip it. Because on the upper section you otherwise have to wait a second. We go to the side here and we unlock the safe as well. And this chest. After this chest we'll line up for a fancy search. That is once again really easy. Once again, thanks RS guy. I think he got it from Pop, so thanks Pop. Both great streamers and YouTubers, by the way. But you basically walk in front of this pillar, and because the game thinks you're diagonally, even though your model is standing straight, you will do a diagonal search. So if you press search, you'll go here, absolutely safe, no risk. Easy peasy. Hug the wall. Ignore this thing. You can count it once again, you can search or dive through. That is up to you. Probably search actually, because it's a one tile, so you would walk into it if you line up a search. Now we'll activate the second conduit. Essentially, in this third area, we need 365 loot, ideally. Because the last section, or at least the last room, has 135 points. I'll once again line up a fancy search. It doesn't really matter where on this, how do you call this? A shelf? Where you stand, as long as you're diagonal, press search, you'll go straight through everything, ignore it all. It's great. But yeah, the very last room has 135 points. There is another chest, but it's behind 2 agility obstacles. That can also give you 25 more points. So you could go even lower if you wanted, but that's a bit of a slow one. So basically, in this last section, you just grab all the chests and save you'll need. Maybe if you are new and you made a lot of mistakes, you might need them. But that is up to you. Just do the math. I think I'll be good if I just grab the next chest and save my time on the saves, but I'll go for the save just to show you. Because I have 345 points, so that will be 60. Oh, it would be short. No, I need to save. Okay. So you just dive, don't even count anything, just dive here. If you have your mobility cooldown, it thinks it will be off cooldown in time, so it's beautiful. As you can see, it's off cooldown. I check this cannon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dive to the tile, walk here. And then, as I can see, I got 380 points, which is more than 365. So I can ignore this chest. I can ignore the bottom chest. I can ignore this save. If you want to do the save, I can show you. It's really easy. I'll show you the bottom as well, if necessary. Because if you're new, then you might need it. Yeah, this chest kind of shows itself. You can just dive through. Open the save. But yeah, I don't need it. Walk up, this tile is safe, and then you can just search again through it. Easy peasy. Bob's your uncle. Climb down. If you need yet another chest, I feel like this heist has too many points, because it's like really easy to hit the 500 before the end. I struggled way more on Harry did this. But yeah, you can picklock this door. You can also climb up this staircase, but like you're already here, why not? Wait for the fireball, we line up to the safe tile. I walk into the fire, bro. And this is where you want to search to. It's safe from the cannon, and it's safe from the fire, so you can just do it whenever. Oh no, I still don't need to loot. As I said, it's a very forgiving heist, I feel. Like the movement can kill you. Like you'll die quite a few times, but loot-wise, it's pretty forgiving. And then whenever it's off cooldown, you can just dive again to this tile. Absolutely safe. Wait for the fireball, move through. But yeah, you should not need this room, but I just quickly showed you. And then we'll go to the last section. Alright, last section. As I said, you had one extra chest over this block. That's an agility obstacle. This is a crevice where you can go through. And then you have a chest there. 25 points. The only obstacle left is this wall of lightning. It looks kind of intimidating. But as you can see, out of the 4 locations on the staircase, there's always one open. So you can just walk through the openings. What you can also do is like avoid like 2 and then search up. That's a pretty easy method if you don't get your timing perfectly. And if you get your timing perfectly, which in the full walkthrough, sorry, this was the walkthrough, the full unedited run through, I'll just blade a dive halfway through and then search. And if you do that in the same tick, you just move 30 tiles and you're up the stairs. So if you can do that in one tick, you're really safe. Otherwise, you might want to like aim your bladed dive in the middle of 2 walls, search up, and then just run. Or the easy way is just what I'll do here is walk through like 2 walls and a surge up, because it's just, you know, it's a little bit less intimidating that way. And then there's, oh, I miss up, but I have 2 surges, so that's fine. As you can see, if you have double surge, you can kind of save yourself there. And in this room, we'll have a chest of 25, a save of 35 points, and the last chest is 75 points, coming to a total of 135 points. So if up to this point you have at least 365, this room brings you to 500, which is the cap. That's all the rewards you can get here. Alright, I like to just for the last chest already equip my Luck of the Dwarves. You'll get a prompt if you want to leave the dungeon. When that prompt comes up, you can also just click your Luck of the Dwarves, rather than keeping your Ring of Vitor on, making this last chest a little quicker. But in the end it doesn't really matter. If you have the 500 points in your loot bag after this chest, just press leave and you'll get your reward, and surely you'll get a unique, right? Surely? Yes, thank you very much. I have 500 points. As you can see, that's the cap. And we're out. Oh, and we didn't get anything. Sad. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that detailed walkthrough. Oops. I think I did the exact same thing on the previous one, but the gate's pretty big. On the previous guide. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. I'm gonna now add the full complete run. This has slightly more of the fancy movement, and you can see it just all in motion. If you enjoyed it, then you can watch through that. If not, you can end the video here. If you enjoyed or the video helped you in any way, please give me a subscription on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. I would really appreciate that. And if you enjoy the rest of the video and the full run through. Thanks so much for watching, and see you later.